ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्तस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नामस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। ॐ जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त वृंदा। ओम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा 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 हरे हरे। Yes.
Yes,
Namaste.
Namaste. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Today we want to welcome to Agnihotri. He is a Mahayagya expert, Sudama Jivanadas. Sudama Jivanadas, and he has been starting Mahayagya in New Brindavan, West Virginia, in the United States for how many days?
For 48 days.
For 40 days. And so how long days did it pass now?
We have the ending will be on February 3rd. The last day will be February 3rd.
Okay, the Yagya will be ending on February 3rd. Yes, and New Brindavan welcome you here. We welcome you here, and we are very happy to get such a great person, Yagya expert. So let's start our some short conversation. So Guruji, what is Yagya?
Yajna is a sacrifice. Yajna means sacrifice. What we offer from our heart to the Supreme is called as Yajna. Yajna means Krishna says that everything, whatever we do, should be offered as a sacrifice to Krishna. So here we are doing a big sacrifice for pleasing Lord Narasimha Deva. Narasimha Deva, who is the protector of the entire universe. We are doing a special offering so that the world can achieve peace and happiness. So we are doing for a world peace, and also to protect the devotees. We are having this Narasimha Yajna being performed in New Vrindavan. So you're all welcome to join us online. This happens every day at 9:30 a.m. West Virginia time. I think it is an Eastern time, right? Eastern time, 9:30 a.m. Till 10:30. It will be for 1 hour. So you can all watch this live, even if you're not able to come to the temple. This is made easily available for everybody through Mayapur TV. If you join the web link called as mayapurtv.com, there you can select the temple name as New Vrindavan, USA. The link, once you get into that, you can see not only this, but all the programs happening in our temple is live telecast in Mayapur TV. So you can see the deities, our deity pujas, aartis, everything in Mayapur TV. So all of you, please join us. This thanks for providing this invitation, Sunilji. Namaste.
Yes, thank you very much, Guruji. I also want to invite to all the guests or the audience to join online for the Mahayagya in New Brindavan. So you also can watch in the Mayapur live TV, and also you can watch to Gunasa Katwal every day. We are broadcasting through our channel. So Guruji, one more question: why Yagya is done?
Yajna is done for the pleasure of the Supreme. Yajna is a sacrifice. So whom are we sacrificing? What are we sacrificing? That is the ultimate understanding. We have to have a concept of understanding what is this purpose of sacrificing anything. Here we are performing this to please the Supreme Lord Narasimha Deva. Here this yajna which we have started for the 48 days, one mandala, is for pleasing the Supreme Lord Narasimha Deva to protect and to bring in peace to this universe, like how Lord Narasimha took the avatar of Narasimha to protect his devotee Prahallada and to bring in peace from the atrocities of a king, a great king at that time, but he was not a devotee, he was a evil king called as Hiranyakashipu. So Lord Narsimha came to protect the devotee as well as to bring in peace to this universe. So similarly, we want Lord Narsimha's protection currently so that the devotees are protected and that the peace and tranquility comes to everybody's mind. Here, more than the external, it is also the internal. That means we are all having, see, maybe externally we do not see any enemies, but internally we have so much of enmity within ourselves. Kama, Krodha, Mada, Matsarya, all these things are obviously within us. So we are trying to overcome that by the way of doing this sacrifice to Lord Narsimha. Yes.
Okay, so once again, let me to go in deeply. What is spiritual value with the Mahayagya, doing Mahayagya? Is it so? Is it Yagya or Mahayagya or same, or what can we say this work?
See, yajna, each and every step we do is an yajna, should be an offering to the Lord. Okay, just sitting in the fire is not the only yajna. That is why Prabhupada started, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave the Sankirtana Mahayajna. Sankirtana Mahayajna was started by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu not now but 500 years back. He said just chanting of the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, is the greatest sacrifice a person can do. Okay, but in line with Lord Chaitanya came Srila Prabhupada, who said, no, this has to reach to the entire world. This is not only for a certain sect or certain country, certain boundary. He broke down all the boundaries because Lord Chaitanya said, no, this name will be spread to each and every nook and corner of this world. So Prabhupada brought this to the entire world and he created the greatest Sankirtana Mahayajna, wherein he formulated the word in such a way that 24 hours there is a kirtan happening. That means now it is what you call, now it is 12 o'clock here, 12:05 here in West Virginia. Somewhere else it is morning 4 o'clock. Okay, so continuously there is a Mangalarti happening everywhere and this chanting of Hare Krishna is happening around the clock. So 24 hours Sankirtana is happening just by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. So that is the greatest achievement. We are all a part of Prabhupada's organization. We want you all to take part in this chanting of this great sacrifice of Sankirtana Mahayajna. What we are performing, the Narsimha Havan, is a step towards bringing everybody into that spiritual platform of chanting Hare Krishna. So everybody please take this opportunity and please chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Guruji, it is the 21st century now.
Yes.
People generally, the mass people, they do not believe in spirituality or in any god. But Yagya, what is the science behind it? What is the science related with the Yagya so that youth, they can be convinced? Because if we talk only the religious purpose, they may not become convinced. But can you describe it scientifically why Yagya is necessary?
See, one thing what you brought up is the belief. You said the current generation do not believe. But here you're talking about a science. Science doesn't work on belief. There is something called as a theory and something called as a postulate. Okay, theory can be anybody's theory. But scientific equations cannot be theories. There are laws, okay? Like for example, what I call Darwin's theory. Darwin's theory is a theory. Okay, that means it is a belief of Darwin that his great-grandfather was a monkey. But it is not this thing. I know my grandfather, great-grandfather, they were all humans. But Darwin's grandfather might have come from an ape. That is his understanding. So I cannot base my logic on his logic. Are you getting it?
Yes.
What we are going by is based on science. So here, the scriptures say, our scriptures say what needs to be done, we follow that.
So, Guruji, while we are doing yajna, we are in front of the fire and pouring the ghee and
Yes.
different kind of materials.
Correct.
What are they? What we offer for the fire yajna, fire sacrifice?
The major thing we have to understand, the Shastras say that in Kali Yuga, it is very difficult to see God. Okay? With our imperfect senses, we cannot perceive. We cannot see. Vision is also imperfect for us. We cannot see beyond a certain distance, beyond certain objects. There are so many limitations. So God cannot be perceived. So, what do you call? The entire this thing comes from the Purusha Sukta, wherein it states that what Chakshu Suryo Ajayata Mukatindraschajnyascha Pranadvayurajayata Nabhya Asidantariksham Shirshnaudhyau Samavartata. So here he is talking about the Purusha. Purusha is the Purusha Avatara, that is the Supreme. How he is. He is the universal, expansion. The expansion, the entire universe is part and parcel of him. So here it is stating how the sun is his eyes. So sun is his eyes. Sun is considered as the greatest Agni. And Prabhupada explains in Srimad Bhagavatam that sun is the second, that is the Surya Narayana Bhagavan. The Surya Narayana Bhagavan is the secondary expansion of Mahavishnu, of Lord Krishna. That is Pradyumna and Aniruddha. Prabhupada says that is the secondary expansion. From Pradyumna comes Aniruddha. That Surya Narayana Bhagavan is the secondary expansion of Krishna. So here what we are doing is we are offering worship to that Krishna whom we can see in the form of Agni. Agni is a direct representative. So we just don't see there is a huge difference between a fire and an Agni. Okay, normal Agni is different and a normal fire is different and Agni is different. Even fire, there are various levels of fire. Okay, there is a fire, like a forest fire is also a fire. The fire which we light in the temple for lamp is also a fire. There is a fire wherein we cook, that is also a fire. And there is also a fire which we offer our own body at the end after we die. Our body is burnt. That is also a fire. But the fire has different qualities, okay, based on its nature. So here we are worshipping Agni.
Okay.
Agni Deva. Agni also has gunas because Krishna says Traigunya Vishya Veda. The entire Agni also is a part of this thing wherein the Trigunas work. There is Sattvika Agni, there is a Tamasika Agni and a Rajasika Agni. So based on our requirement, we can invite the kind of Agni we desire. Here, when we are doing this Narsimha Homa, we are inviting the Agni, a Sattvika Agni. So who can bring in better benefits for this entire universe. When we bring that kind of an Agni, what happens? The Lord manifests there. The Lord manifests and accepts the offering.
Thank you, Guruji.
Yes.
One more question.
Yes.
So, what are the methods of yajna?
I did not get that. Can you please explain?
Method, is there any kind of method that doing the yajna, or how
are
can
you
we do?
talking about yajna is, as I told you, means sacrifice.
Okay.
Okay, so are you telling only about the fire sacrifice or in general? Because I also spoke about Sankirtana Mahayajna.
Yes.
Just by chanting the holy name is also a sacrifice. I am giving my attention to the holy name. That is also a sacrifice. I am giving, my attention is spread everywhere. My consciousness is spread everywhere. And I am bringing it to that chanting, listening to the chanting and being aware of the chanting itself is a sacrifice. So if you are asking me in what terms are you asking this yajna in general? Is it a general or is it about the fire sacrifice?
Fire sacrifice.
Okay, fire sacrifice, there are various levels of fire sacrifices to be performed. As I told you, yes, even this fire sacrifice are of three platforms. One is like what I call Satvika, Tamasika, and Rajasika. And in between, there is a Mishrana of these three gunas also, even in fires, Agni. Okay, so it depends on which one you are worshipping. Based on that, I can discuss further, because it's a very huge topic. It's not a small topic.
Okay.
Okay, and especially if you know about Agni, a person can explain more, because in the Agni, we see the Rupa of Agni, we see the form of Agni, and we have to know where is this thing. We say is a Sapta Jihva. Agni is also called a Sapta Jihva. That means he has 7 tongues. Okay, what are his 7 tongues? Where I'm offering the offering, which tongue am I offering the offerings what I kept for the yajna? Yajna Ahuti, the Charu, where am I putting? The Ghritam, where I am putting? These things we should be aware of. That is more important when we are performing Agni sacrifice.
Okay. So, Guruji, maybe we have only 2 questions more.
Yes.
So, why, what message do you want to give to the people, and, what are the benefits of yajna? Once again, will you please clarify something more?
Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita a very important shloka. Yajnasishtashinas santo muchyante sarva kilbishai bhunjate te tvagam papam me pachantyatma karanat. He says that everybody should take the offerings which is offered in the yajna as prasadam. Okay, he says that will release all of us from this material suffering. And if I do not offer anything in sacrifice and accept that as my own, for my own sense pleasure, he says, Bunjate te tvagam papam. That means that I am verily eating sin. Nothing much, but verily eating sin. E pachant atma karanat. For my sense gratification, if I am eating anything, it is only bringing in sin. So whatever we do, even if I am having one small fruit, I need to first offer it to the Lord and then accept it. This is the beginning, very basic this thing that, okay, this concept is there in irrespective of religion, caste and creed. This is a concept across the globe. That yes, first, whether I keep it in front of the Lord or I have a food on my table, I just offer it right there itself. We all pray first to the Lord. So please have this thing of how to prepare food for the Lord and offer it to the Lord and accept it, because this is a greatest opportunity for the entire universe, that we can all become spiritual just by partaking the spiritual remnants. So you can contact any of the ISKCON centers worldwide. We have so many centers across the globe. You can visit our temple and try to understand how to make the food stuff at our home, offer it to the Lord and partake that. That will bring in a lot of peace and abundance within the family and throughout the world. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, the final questions, Prabhu. Can you say that your academic qualification that is related with the yajna or something, your background, so that it would be nice to say to the large of the audience?
I have actually, I have done my studies in Vedas in various, Mathas, Gurukula system. Okay, I have studied a lot in, Ubhaya Vedanta Sabha. Ubhaya Vedanta Sabha is a Sri Vaishnava Parampara. And then I also studied in Shankara Parampara, Shankara Mat. And I also studied in few more other matas. And I've studied Vedas, and then I've also been, given the title of Agnihotri by my Guru because of my performance of Agni Karya, Agni Hotra Pujas every day. Some of the mantras which I use is also of the Agnihotra mantras. What I do the Havan here, the Homa Narsimha Homa, we use the Homas of Agnihotra. So yes, these are my, and then I have always been associated with ISKCON since the time I came in touch with Prabhupada's books. I have been in touch with Prabhupada's literatures. I have been doing a lot of this thing, Bhakti Yoga. I came into the movement of Bhakti by Srila Prabhupada's grace. And then I took my initiation into the Harinama Diksha and have been following the footsteps of my Guru Maharaj, Srila Jayapatak Swami Maharaj, who has been so merciful enough to give me Diksha and take me out of these material pangs. And he brought me into this life and he gave me a direction to move into. So that I have always been, doing a lot of yajna, sacrifices for all the devotees' welfare. So this has been my journey. Since 94, I have been in this organization. Since 1994, I have been doing a lot of Havan, Homas and other things. This is my background, Prabhu. Yes.
Prabhu, final, do you want to give any message once again to all the audience? What message? One sentence.
Yes. It is stated in the Shastras that Harer Nama Iva Kevalam Kalau Nastyeva Nasti Eva Gatiranyatha. That means please chant the holy name of Hari. It doesn't matter what name you want to choose. You can choose the name of Hari because Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Nam Akari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktihi. That the Lord has innumerable number of names and each and every name has a complete potency. So choose any name of Krishna and you can chant. But the best for the Kali Yuga is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra as stated in the Kali Santarana Upanishad. That Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Iti Shodashakam Nam Kali Kalmashanashanam Nata Parataropaya Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. That just by chanting this 16-syllabled mantra, one can release from the pangs of Kali Yuga and no other, Nata Parataropayaha. That means there is no other way to get out of the clutches of the pangs of the Kali, influence of Kali. But just by chanting this Maha Mantra, you can get released. So please, everybody chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. It does not require you to give up anything. It only takes 5 minutes, at least chant one mala of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra takes around 7 to 8 minutes a day. So please inculcate this habit of chanting 108 times the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra in your daily schedule and you will see a lot of change, positive changes happening in your life.
Thank you very
Hare
much,
Krishna.
Guru. He is Agnihotri Sudama Jivanadas, an expert in Mahayagya. So I hope you will enjoy watching this YouTube video. And we want to give many thanks to Guru for giving your thoughts, your ideas, and your opinion, and your knowledge on the Mahayagya. So, dear audience, if you want to watch more about our channel, you please subscribe our channel and just press the bell icon. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Please press the bell icon below. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.